So you've worked incredibly hard. You went late into the evening. You put all of your blood, sweat and tears into creating a proposal. And then suddenly you were told the news, sorry, we've gone with someone else instead. What causes this to happen? It's so frustrating when you're a small business owner, but it happens for a number of reasons. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the key reasons as to why you lost the deal and what you can do to avoid it happening again in the future. My name is James White. I'm a small business sales expert, a man that's passionate about helping brilliant small business owners get great sales results. Let's look at the key reasons why you lose deals and make sure that we take the action to never lose another one again if we can help it. One of the major reasons why you lost the deal is you simply didn't do enough research and planning into the person or the prospect that you were trying to engage in with business with. Did you actually find out information about the buyer or the key person that works in that company? Did you start thinking about scenarios and reasons and they wouldn't buy from you and writing down potential objections that they may have? Sales is a game where we want to be in control of, and it's like playing chess. If they do this, what will I do in return? Think ahead of what might come back to you and be said to you so that you can know how to approach it and deal with it in the right way. Do that, you're going to stand a far better chance of winning the deal. You didn't convince the right people that you were the right company for them to buy from. When we engage with new prospects or people we want to work with, we sometimes think that the person that we're speaking to is the only person involved in the process. There are often other stakeholders, other people involved, the users of the service that you're going to offer that have a role and input into the decision-making process. And it's our job to be able to understand those people, what makes them tick, and really find out what do they need to see in order to choose us as well. Get an understanding of the key people in the organization that you're working with and the decisions that are being made and how they're made. Find out who's involved, find out where the decisions are made, and make sure you take the right actions before the deal is going to be announced to engage with people, hopefully get them on your side, and hopefully win business with them. You lost the deal because you really didn't uncover the true pain or want that the other person had. One of the things I keep saying to business owners that I work with is that people don't buy the service that you sell, they buy the outcome that it gives them. I always say, I don't sell sales training, I sell happy marriages, I sell happy smiling faces, I sell people feeling comfortable and confident. People buy the outcome, not the service. And if you haven't asked the right questions to really understand the pain or the challenge or the want that they have, you're not going to be able to know how important that pain and issue is to them. And therefore, you're not going to be able to convince them that you're worth investing time and effort in order to get that right result and to get that problem solved. So focus on understanding the real pain, get underneath the skin. When you do that through great questions, better things happen. I'm afraid many companies, and they tend to be larger ones sometimes, like to waste people's time. And the next reason as to why you lost the deal is the odds were stacked against you from the very start. How often have you seen people say, we want to get 3 quotes, or we're looking to get quotes in from a number of different providers? What makes them actually do that? And who have they got lined up to actually work with? And are you just a pawn in their game where you do a lot of work, a lot of information gathering and proposals are given, and you never had a chance of winning that deal in the first place? How can you avoid this happening? Firstly, find out who else has been asked to quote for this project or the piece of work you're looking to do. Ask questions such as, what made you want to choose them? And what is it about that company that you really like? What is it about our service that you really like and think would add value to your organization? When you start to probe and find out those questions, you start to get better answers. And if the answers you get back are, we don't even know your company, but we just need another quote, that should set some warning lights off in your head that they're basically using you to either get a better price from someone else, or really they're not interested in what you do and they just want to get a quote so they can basically tick a box. Find out those details before you commit time and energy into putting projects and proposals together. It's critical to ensure that you weren't being lined up to do something that you were never going to stand a chance of winning. You know that moment when you get into a pair of jeans that you haven't worn for like 12 months and you're trying to put them on, they're not a good fit. Yeah, I know, I get that feeling quite a lot, I'm sad to say. It happens a lot with deals that we lose. We were just never a good fit for them in the first place. We were there, they were there, and actually, even though we wanted it to happen, it just wasn't a good match. I've done it before myself where I've had conversations with people. They've even given me signals and signs that have made me think, I'm not sure, but I've still gone ahead and created the proposal. What's the reason for doing that? Because I said I would. Whereas you're sometimes better off to say, hey, look, from what you've indicated here, here, and here, I don't think we're the good fit for you. Or maybe what you should do is set out a criteria of 6 to 8 things that are critical, that are a match for who you are as a business. And if those people that you're working with or trying to work with don't fit within that, then say to them, I don't think we're going to be a great fit to work together because you're looking for X, Y, and Z, and we focus on A, B, and C. Be in a position where you can clarify with the prospect what the perfect solution looks for them and what the nightmare solution is. And if you're the nightmare, don't bother quoting. It's going to waste your time and theirs, and everyone's going to lose out. Money, money, money. I'm afraid you lost the deal because you didn't address the big elephant in the room, which is budget and money. You stayed away from the subject. You danced around it and asked everything else, but you didn't focus on that big issue, which unfortunately has caused you to lose the deal. The key thing about monies and budgets is you've got to make sure that you're in the right range in order to work with someone. If I'm to go into the Range Rover garage and ask for the price of a brand new Range Rover for the same price as a Hyundai, as good as Hyundai cars are, they're different levels and leagues, and I'm not going to be able to afford to buy a Range Rover with a Hyundai budget. There are 2 critical ways to get really comfortable about money. The first thing is start to use the phrase investment rather than cost. The investment that companies make when they work with us means that they get a return down the line. Costs are something people avoid. Investments are things that people think differently about and maybe even allocate more money to because they want to see what it can give them in the future. The second point about money is your price. One of the biggest challenges for small business owners is they get really nervous about their price. They say to people, oh, my price is £250 and the reason it's really such a good price is because of this, and they start talking. Get really comfortable with your price. My price for my service is £1,500. My price for my service is £1,500. Repeat it in the shower, when you're going for a walk, or you're in the car, whenever. Get so comfortable with it that when a prospect says to you, well, how much do you charge for this service? You can then say, the price for the service is £1,500. How does that feel for you? Get comfortable on money, but ask the questions. If you don't, you'll do lots of work, you'll spend lots of time, you'll create lots of emotion, and then boom, the budget thing will have killed the business and the opportunity. Let's not do that. Ask the right questions in the right way, get comfortable about money, you're going to be in a good place. So the reality is you lost the deal because you couldn't outline, get across to the other person your true value. You've got to, as a small business, be able to get your prospect to understand and see your value. What can you bring to them that's going to make them think, it's a bit more than I wanted to pay, or it's not quite what I wanted, but actually it's worth doing that. It's worth paying that amount. You've got to get them to scratch beneath the surface of what you do. And we can't do that too soon in the process, and we can't always be obsessed and focused on us. But part of that value is introducing case studies, return on investment guides, how you've really solved complex, challenging issues for other people that have then given them confidence and great other emotions. Be able to get clarity on what matters to them. Is it really price, or are they actually interested in quality and the time it takes? Get to know the true value of what they think to you and your company and really help them see that, and it's going to make sure that when it comes to making that decision between maybe a cheaper option or a more expensive option such as yourself, they're going to make the right decision. You lost the deal, I'm afraid, because you took the wrong action at the wrong time. What did you do wrong? You maybe didn't reply to an email when you said you would, or maybe you didn't take notes at the right time, or maybe you tried to sell too early in the process before the other person was ready to buy, or maybe you pushed them into doing something before they felt comfortable. There's a myriad of different reasons, and unfortunately I can't have this video go through every one of them. You have to realize, if you act in haste, you repent in leisure. Don't take the wrong actions, have that self-control. If you're not sure of whether something's right or not, take a few moments to think about it, take a walk, count to 10, whatever. Be in a position where you have self-control to know what you're going to do is the right thing to do at the right time. And if you do that and take the right actions, you're going to stand a better chance of winning. We don't want to lose opportunities because we made an emotional decision that comes to bite us in the backside later. The deal was lost because ultimately you didn't make a big enough impact with that other person. When we're selling, there are a number of factors that make a difference to the buyer. But most of the time, the old adage of people still buying from people is so important. Did you really make that other person feel, wow, I loved how helpful they were. I thought they were so keen to understand me. They really educated and helped us really get to know them solving this problem. They were a value creator. They understood us. All of those factors are about the impact that you have on the people you engage with. And the very best salespeople that win more deals than lose are the ones that make great impact. They make the other person want to work with them and their company. And sometimes their service may not even be as good as another competitor, but because they've made an impact, because they've personally got involved and done something, it's helped convince the prospect to use them and bring them over the line. You've got to make an impact. You've got to build a connection. You've got to make the other person feel like you're someone they want to work with. And those small things, those notes, those elements to make them feel special are incredibly important. Do that, make the impact at the right time. Make sure that you're doing things that are in their interest, not just yours, and you're going to win more business than you're going to lose. So I hope these points have been really helpful to give you some insights as to why you lost the deal. There's one thing I'm going to finish on though, which is really critical to this video. So many business owners, salespeople, people I talk to, blame other people when a deal was lost. But the reality is this, the deal was lost because of you. You may not like me saying this, but the truth does hurt. And you're better off to look in the mirror, see what you could have done differently, find out what you got wrong, maybe reach out to someone like me or another mentor and go through those conversations. You're better off to do that than to live in a land of make-believe and falsities and put your head in the sand and think you're great and then realize, actually, I keep losing business, what's going wrong, and your business suffers from it. Look in the mirror, look at what you didn't do, look at the points that I've mentioned, we'll summarize them here in the 9 points that we've outlined. Look at those aspects and see which one of those you could have done better. I guarantee you lost the deal because you didn't address one of them in that right way. And if we can solve those problems, you're going to be in a better position to win more business in the future, and it's going to be a happier time, and all that hard work and effort and toil that you put in is going to come to the right result. I hope you can use the tips I've given in this video to get better results as a business owner. I'm there to support you, I'm there to help you. If you can, reach out to me on social media, in my Facebook group, wherever I can support you, I will, to help you win more business. But most importantly, take accountability. Ultimately, you lost the deal because of something you didn't do. So take the advice on board. Let's make sure we win more deals than we lose. And let's make sure we're in a great position to take our businesses to where we want to go. My name is James White. I'm a small business sales expert, a sales trainer and mentor, and someone that loves helping small businesses get great results. And I hope this video has given you some insights into why you lost the deal and what you can do to avoid it happening in the future. If you love the video, please like it, share it with colleagues, family, friends, other people you could think it could benefit. And if you really like the video, hit that subscribe button. I'll get you my videos every Saturday morning so you can ensure that you get sales tips and advice to win more business and take your business to another level. Thanks for watching. Look forward to sharing another video with you really soon.